Hello, everyone. It is Linda Flores' podcast, Health and Wellness, 3 questions in about 3 minutes. And today I have a very old friend of mine, Mr. Brent Tallman, with Certified Mortgage Planners. Welcome, Brent.
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to connect with you again.
Wonderful. We go way back, don't we?
We do. We can go back a ways.
So tell the
Does that mean
viewers.
you're old, or does it
Yeah,
mean I'm old?
right.
Okay, gotcha.
I think we both are, but never mind. No one needs to know that. Tell us a little bit about how we met.
Sure. So it's funny because you were just telling me your two of your kids are graduating.
Yes.
And that's how we met. We met through your kids when they were little, and way
Yep.
back in elementary school. And
Yes.
all these years later, they're graduating. So we met through a program I had started at St. Peter's Church called MaxLife, and it was all about building the next generation of leaders through whole life training. So that included practical life skills, emotional,
Yes.
mental, and spiritual, applications. So.
Yes, that was an excellent program. So, okay, well, let's start. Are you ready for question number 1?
I am.
All right. So, Brent, how do you provide health and wellness to your clients?
That's a great question. So I help people by obtaining mainly residential mortgages for the purchases of their homes or investment properties. So I'm dealing with people probably making their largest purchase and their largest investment of their life, while
Right.
also accumulating probably their largest debt.
Yeah.
And it's a very it's very stressful, highly emotional situation, when people are buying a home. It's where they're going to live. It's where they're going to maybe raise their family, or
Right.
if it's an investment, they're looking at what's the potential return on it. So I run into I deal with every aspect of a person's life for the most part. I always say, hey, I do mortgages. I end up being a marriage counselor,
Right,
and
yes.
then a therapist, a psychiatrist.
So true.
Because I deal with so many different things, and it's so just being able to just listen to people, and then offering just being there for them and guiding them through that process. And it's not just numbers, it's not just doing a loan. I'm trying to be their mortgage planner for life, and so I want to set them up for success. And so just walking them through that, guiding them through like 4 stages of building wealth.
Correct.
That's how I provide full well-being health for them.
Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, question number 2. Now, we know that what you do for your clients, but how do you provide health and wellness for yourself?
That fantastic, because I always say this: you can't give what you don't have. So if you're not investing in yourself or pouring back into yourself, you're going to pretty soon have nothing to give. It's like, hey, I could give you $1 million, but if I don't have $1 million to give, it's of no use.
Right.
So very important that you feed yourself. So a couple things that I've done is I have a morning routine and a nighttime routine, and I've been doing that for probably almost a year now, where it's consistently doing the same
Wow.
things every morning, every day. I have a Sunday ritual that I do as well that prepares me for the week. So just being consistent in the small things. And part of my morning routine is I read. I read scripture. I journal, so I do 3 thankfuls every day.
Excellent.
3 things that I'm thankful for, regardless of what's going on in my life. I can always find 3 things that I'm thankful for.
Excellent.
I do life books and leadership books, and then I have an amazing team at Certified Mortgage Planners. Jason, BJ, and Dennis. They're the leaders there. They invest so much in me. And then, of course, having a good family support structure, with my wife, and going to church. So it's trying to be well-rounded and making sure that I'm having things that are feeding into me that will help me be able to get back to others.
That's so excellent, Brent. That's really great ideas and great habits to keep going. Excellent. And also, you do have a podcast too, don't you?
I do. I have a YouTube channel and a Instagram channel, and one of the big things that you're referring to is my Finishing Fridays.
Yeah, excellent.
So I've been doing Finishing Fridays probably for It's over 2 years now.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, has it been that long?
Yeah, I think so.
Excellent.
It's
It's
been
good
that while.
stuff. It is
Yeah.
good stuff. I always look forward to that.
Oh,
I
thank
tell you,
you.
truly, truly.
So people are like, how do you do that? So I'm just talking to myself. That's literally all I'm doing.
Right.
So I find a quote that maybe something I'm struggling with, or maybe somebody's challenging me with, or encouraged me with. So I just do a quote and then I just apply it, and it's all about making sure that if we're going to become the people we're created to be, and then best serve the people who cross our path, then we have to take some of these principles, and apply them to our lives. So they're just quotes with life applications, and that's what I'm about.
Awesome. Awesome. And last question, how do we get a hold of you? If there's someone out there that will ask me, do you have a reliable mortgage person? How do we reach you?
Sure. The best way to get a hold of me is to call or text me, and that number is 386-801-7362. You can also email me, which is Brent, Brent, @cmpfl.com, so Certified Mortgage Planners, Florida. And then you can follow me on Instagram, and I take direct messages and that. That's Brent is Mortgages, and that's my YouTube channel, Brent is Mortgages.
Brent is Mortgages. Awesome.
Right.
You heard it here. Brent, thank you so much for meeting up with me again. And I appreciate you being on my podcast today.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me. It's so great to connect with you. So thank you.
Okay, everyone. Until next time.